Welcome, Cancers, to your February 2021 reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is the first time you've tuned into my channel, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So just click the subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. Now, just know that I do get a lot of people taking me up on those offers, so it may take some time to get back to you, but don't worry because I will get back to everyone who subscribes. Now, this month, I need to start out by saying Happy Valentine's Day if you're into celebrating Valentine's Day, and I absolutely see some wonderful emotional energy for Cancers in February. But let's get into your reading. Now, you start out with the Queen of Swords. Now, I must admit, the Queen of Swords has been coming up for a few signs this month, and the Queen of Swords is the card of Libra. Now, this can represent any air sign because it is a general reading. So that is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But traditionally, this is the Libra card. And this is a card of someone that is quite balanced in their way of thinking, and someone that is quite intellectual as well. All air signs are quite intellectual. Now, I'm feeling for a few of you, this could be someone that perhaps has left you out in the cold a little bit, or shut you out a little bit in terms of, shut you out a little bit in terms of maybe they're lacking, they're giving you something is lacking from this particular person in if you are in a relationship with them. But generally speaking, what the Queen of Swords does talk about is freeing yourself from a lot of emotional clutter. If this doesn't represent someone specific in your life, it is asking you to get rid of the drama in your life and people that bring drama to your life as well. Any sort of emotional distractions, anything like that, just get rid of it. When you get the Queen of Swords, it talks about a card that this is a card of wisdom, and it's wisdom that you've attained through many life experiences, and some of them, are uplifting, and some of them not so. And it's almost like there's an inner peace that's coming over you in February, and it's something that you've really earned. And it's almost like in February there's this energy where you can almost handle any situation that comes your way. And it's all because of, what you've learned through past experiences as well. Now, this card can represent someone that is a divorced person that is in your life, someone who's got a very dry sense of humor. So this could be representing you as well, because a lot of the Cancers I know are hilarious. So this can be someone that perhaps is coming into your life, that is in your life in February. And if it's not, whenever we see a court card turning up in our reading, it sometimes asks us to take on the characteristics of that card. So it could be saying that it's time for you to really let go and of any of that drama that's in your life, any of those people that bog you down and bring drama into your life. It's time in February to let it go. Now, I feel like also you've got the Four of Pentacles there. Now, the Four of Pentacles is that card of, some people call it the miser card, where you're hanging on to money when you don't have to. Now, another message with the Four of Pentacles, it's one of these cards, and it's called a duality card, where it's got one extreme to the other. So you could be hanging on to money tightly, or you could be spending it like there's no tomorrow. You know, it's one of those cards where there's no gray about it. It's either black or it's white. There's no maybe, it's yes or it's no. It's kind of one of those cards with that type of energy. So I'm feeling like it's telling you that when it comes to money, it's that kind of situation for you in February for some reason. Yeah, it's like I'm feeling like there's a lot of money around you. You've got the Ten of Pentacles there. So it's not like you're needing to hang on to money there. But you've got the Five of Pentacles there as well. So that is a card of lacking. So you can be feeling, you can be feeling that perhaps you're spending a lot of money because there is something lacking in your life, and you're using that to help end this feeling of lack that you are feeling. Now, what the Four of Pentacles can also refer to is you could be being a little bit bipolar in February. There's kind of that feeling of excessive or insufficient energy in your, excessive effort or insufficient effort. It's kind of this duality, this pulling. You could be putting too much energy into something or just not enough, trying too hard or not trying at all. Yeah. And also for some of you, this can also mean that you are actually thinking there's a well thought out business decision that is happening for some of you. This can be to do with large purchases as well, or investments. And it can also be a feeling of, for some of you, that your prosperity will be taken away from you. So there's a lot of energy there coming through for you there. But in saying that, you've got so much wonderful emotional things happening for you in February. You've got the Three of Cups there, and that is such a wonderful card of celebration. And it's a card that's almost like a time in your life where you can actually shout out your happiness over a joyous event that's coming up. So this can talk about someone getting engaged in your life, a wedding, the birth of a child, a graduation, even a promotion. This can even be you getting a new job, but it is just a time of celebrating. You don't even need a reason to celebrate when you get this card. It's just a card of talking about, kicking up your heels and just enjoying life a little more, and just having a reason. There's no reason, just to have a party and enjoy life and have fun. And it could be just enchanting that inner child as well. Just doing something fun and wonderful in February, and yeah, just having some fun. So that's a really lovely energy. But for some of you, this could most definitely be a new relationship here. You do have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups there is that card that talks about that wonderful, new, powerful, emotional experience. And it's like you're being swept off your feet emotionally in February. This card talks about falling in love, offers of marriage, or any kind of romantic experience that really causes you to swoon. And this could be to do with that Libra that you have there. But it's just, the energy is so wonderful that it's almost like you're swooning, you're getting thrown off balance by the entire situation. So just remember to stay grounded if this is a wonderful, new, emotional, loving experience that you Cancers are going through. This can just, if you're already in a relationship and you're not starting a new relationship, it just can be talking about social invitations that are coming in for you that are quite lovely for you to be attending as well. Now, I touched on the Five of Pentacles before, and this is a card of feeling like there is something lacking in your life. And often it is that card of feeling like you've been left out in the cold by someone or something. But the real situation is actually, it's about your perception. And this, when you see this card, it's asking you to change your perception if that's the way you've been feeling. Because if you look at the imagery on this card, it's two people out in the snow, freezing, unwell, but right behind them is the stained glass window, which I've covered with the crystal there, but of a church. And all they need to do is go inside into the church. There'll be people there to help them. They'll be out of the cold. And this is what this card is kind of saying. It often talks about, because it's pentacles, it can be orientated towards financial worries, but it can also talk about the absence of friends or romance or opportunities as well. But when you focus on what you don't have, the law of attraction just gives you more of what you don't have. So when you get this card, it really is asking you to change the way you look at certain situations and the way you think about certain situations. And this card indicates that there is going to be help at hand. It just could be that you are a little bit too distracted with the situation that you're feeling you're in, and you're not able to see that there is help there, or you may even be a little bit too proud to ask. So this card is definitely just a temporary situation that it will fade away once you change the way you think about things and you turn your thinking to a more positive energy. And this can also just represent a situation where there's going to be a change of career for you, or you might transition to self-employment. But just at this time, what this card does say, if you are thinking about changing going down that road of self-employment, it could be just unwise timing right now for you to do that. Not to mention that we are in a Mercury retrograde till February the 20th, so that's not often a good time to start things like that. So it could be just timing, but certainly start thinking about that if that is going to change your mindset to something a little bit more positive. Now, you've got the Seven of Cups there. Now, this is that card that talks about a lot of things that are in front of you right now. And this card again has a couple of meanings in the sense that this can be a card that makes us feel a little bit stuck because we have so many opportunities. We have so many roads that we could go down, so many cups to choose from. If you look at the imagery there's 7 cups and they're all filled with different things, jewels, castles, wealth, knowledge, but then there's a few cups there that don't have the loveliest things in them. So what this card says is choose wisely when you have a lot of opportunity ahead of you. But it does ask you to make a choice. Don't ponder for too long, because what happens often when we have so many opportunities in front of us, it's hard for us to choose. So we don't make a choice at all and we kind of get stuck a little bit. So this card is just saying you're in a wonderful position right now. You have so much ahead of you, so many choices to make, but you just need to make one and make the right one as well. Think about them. And not for too long though, but go ahead, choose them, because there is wonderful opportunity ahead of you, Cancers. It's wonderful energy in that card. And, there is this energy of do whatever is necessary and move forward. Now, also for some of you, this can be a message of addiction. So if there is a question about dependency for some of you or unhealthy behaviors, this card can potentially talk about something to be concerned about. So just really ask for help, because that's what that Five of Pentacles is saying. If you feel like there is an issue there, whatever the dependency is, this can be so many things. It doesn't necessarily mean alcohol, drugs. It can be anything that we are addicted to or dependent on. People as well, situations, trains of thinking. So there is help there in that. That Five of Pentacles does say, don't be too proud to ask for assistance. Now, the Ten of Pentacles, what a wonderful card you have there. This is that card of financial security. So when I see the Five of Pentacles there and the Four of Pentacles, which does talk about Five of Pentacles often feels like a lack of money for some. I don't feel this for you. I feel like you've got a lot of financial security, and that does bring you a lot of joyful contentment for a lot of you. But this talks about a really strong concern for your family, and the focus is more on, your family heritage, the lineage of your family, knowing that your children's future are secure. I can see you perhaps thinking about a lot of that kind of stuff as well. And it's talking about how important your home and your hearth is to you in February. It's one of those cards that's telling you that everything kind of feels just right, and you've earned the right to be really proud of yourself, Cancers. Now, this card can also reflect communities and that you're feeling really connected to your community. Now, another message of the Ten of Pentacles is a card of inheritance and a card of successful completion. So you could be getting some money from a trust fund or an inheritance or something there. And this card can also talk about gay relationships or families with same-sex partners as well. And you've got the Ace of Cups there. So for some of you, this could be you entering into this wonderful, beautiful brand new emotional experience. And I really do feel like for a lot of cancers this year, this is the message for you, particularly with the Knight of Cups right there above the Ace. It's just that card of heartwarming, emotional, and honest connections with other people. And this doesn't necessarily have to be love relationships, but quite often it is when it's the cups, when it's the Ace of Cups. It's talking about a beautiful new romance, and it represents a deepening of spiritual and psychic experiences for a lot of you as well. So if you're not into new relationships, it really does just speak of something new on an emotional level. And it can be something new within your family as well. And it can even talk about a new home, particularly because it's near the 10 of Pentacles there. You could be inheriting a new home, or be involved in the sale of a home that has been left to you. But definitely brand new, wonderful emotional experiences for you in February, Cancers. There really is just a lot of, I mean, you've got 4 of the 8 cards are cups, and the other 3 are pentacles. So quite some earthy, emotional kind of stuff going on for you. Now, your final card is Dwelling in Truth. Now, I'm going to read out the meaning from the book. I absolutely love the imagery on these Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. They are so simple, yet when you look at them, the imagery just allows your intuition to soar. And the affirmation for this card is, I stand in the light of truth. So repeat that to yourself over and over when you're meditating in February. Now, the meaning of this card is, the soul loves the truth. Be honest with yourself and listen to your inner guidance. Follow it by speaking your truth. To thine own self be true. You radiate the energy of truth to others so they can find their truth. The universe wants you to know there is a place inside of you that always knows the truth. Take time to be still, to discover that genuine place of knowing within. Often the hardest thing about living your truth is discovering what it is, so it's important to slow down, be quiet, and listen to the whispers of your soul. If there's an area of your life in which you're not being authentic, or where you're not living in integrity, this is the time to make some changes. So that's quite a deep message there for you, Cancers. So I hope that resonated with you. If you're into crystal jewelry, check out my website at kazana.com.au. There are beautiful crystal pieces there that are all one-off pieces only, handmade and designed in Australia by an Australian designer, and the meanings of all of those crystals are in that website as well. So have a wonderful month, beautiful Cancers. Enjoy that wonderful new emotional experience that is coming to you, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.